Hey everybody. So, I figured I'd update you on what's been happening. Made some updates here on YouTube going down to Los Angeles and then sort of disappeared, I think, for a while. We had a heck of a time, for one. For two, we had like three big goals in mind. One of them was for me to meet Jay and Angie, my gaming streamer buddies. Gary to go to football, and for both of us to go to Disneyland. Well, unfortunately, I don't know how many people that are on the YouTube thing following it. Gary had an accident. We rented electric scooters. They're like Lime scooters. Like you rent them with your phone, and your phone unlocks them and all of that. And like within the first 15 seconds, I'm crashing down on the ground, and I like almost knocked the wind out of myself, messed up my shoulders a little bit and my knee. And then Gary is just like a mountain goat, like he usually is. And, you know, whether we're hiking or whether we're doing scooters, and he gets on the scooter and he's doing really good. And we end up just bombing around Hollywood like for 45 minutes. And it felt like an hour and a half, maybe even a couple of hours of just goofing off. I mean, the hard part was finding these scooters in the first place because they weren't right where we happened to be. But we met up on Sunset Boulevard at IHOP with Jay and Angie. From there, we hunted the scooters down. We went and checked out the stars, the Hollywood Stars Walk of Fame. And that was like, it was all going cool. And we were almost back to IHOP again. We were ready to go. And like maybe 750 feet from IHOP, Gary crashes the scooter and he hits hard, knocks the wind out of him. He can't talk at all. And it just threw a monkey wrench into our plans. So we weren't going to get a motel room, but we ended up staying at a Best Western in, I don't really remember where it was. Santa Ana, Irvine area, somewhere like way south. And it ended up being way south from Hollywood because we first went to Anaheim to see if we could find a place next to Disneyland to stay, and they were all booked up this weekend. So we just kept going south. Stayed the night. Next day, I mean, Gary can barely move, right? So I find a clinic to take him to. It's got really good reviews. Turns out this clinic is it's awesome. They took him in fast. They gave him meds fast. He was seen and x-rayed fast. It was the way every medical experience, whether it's urgent care or anywhere, should be. This place was like the example of that model, what it should be like. So anyway, Gary got some medicine, got probably a couple cracked ribs, might have a problem in his lower back, and messed up his arm, had a contusion on his butt, and we're on our way, right? So cancel Disneyland, no Disneyland. We just goof off for the day, kind of hobble around for the day, more like it. And we go to the game that night. So we watched the football game. That was pretty cool. We lost, but we were ahead for the whole game till like the last 21 seconds or something, and then it all turned around. So after losing, we hit the road, and I drove the entire way back from Los Angeles. Stopped a couple times for naps and gas and things like that. It was miserable when I felt like I had to sleep, you know, because I wanted nothing but to get home. And that's the same for what happened on Sunset Boulevard. When it crashed, I'm so far away from like my support group. Gary's far away from his. And I wanted nothing more than to just not be in LA. And it all just happened in an instant. It was just, man, I wish, what I would do to be back in Oregon right now was the feeling. It was just, what do I do? You know, I suck at medical advice. I suck at advice in general. So trying to figure out what to tell Gary, to suggest to Gary, it was just all sorts of messed up. So we got footage, of course, that I took on the GoPro. I'm going to try to edit that in the next couple days and put that on here. But again, the video is kind of like, it's like, hey, everybody, we're going to Disneyland, blah, blah, blah. And then we don't. So I don't really know how the video is going to come together, how it's going to look. If it's going to just be kind of dumb at that point, but I think I'm going to put it together anyway, because we got some shots of us in Hollywood and some stars, and I want a place to put that, and YouTube's always been my outlet for that anyway, so I'm going to make it anyway. So you better like it and comment. I make an effort here. No, I'm kidding. It didn't turn out how we thought it would, but at the same time, I think it was an incredible trip, time to bond, to meet buddies. And how often do you drive from Oregon to LA and back in a couple of days? I mean, you just don't do this. It like set records and stuff for me. So it was pretty cool. I need some air here. So I'm going to go ahead and end this update. Try to get that video I mentioned up to date. I got to fix my Premiere Pro, or I might just edit it on my iPad Pro. I don't know yet, but oh my goodness, right? So thank you guys for coming along for the journey. I think I had a few people on here that were following along. So yeah, next few days should have the LA video up. But it happened just how I said it. We ended up canceling all the fun things. Well, not all the fun things. We still did fun things, but we canceled Disneyland, which was going to be the main body for the video I was making. That was going to be Disneyland, and it didn't happen. So sad face. All right, guys, catch it easy. Take it easy. Catch you later. Bye-bye.